Dear scholars, today we want to discuss the difference between questions and research questions. In every research paper and in every thesis, there must be a research question. First of all, we should understand the significance of a question. I have heard from some teachers, they always say, raise a question, raise a question. If a person raises a question, it means the person thinks, the person sees problems in the surroundings, and the person wants to solve those problems. And this is the main task of every researcher, that first of all find the problems, then try to solve those problems with the help of your research. In Arabic, it is said that husnul sual and nisful ilme, that beauty of question is half knowledge. That if your question is good, it also encompasses the half knowledge. At your right side, you are looking at a tree, and over there, a person is sitting, and it happens that apples fall down. But when Newton saw that apples have fallen down, he problematized the situation, that why has an apple fallen down? Why has it not gone upward or right side or to left side? So when you think about something and you problematize it, so this is the start of constructing knowledge or searching for knowledge. You are looking at another picture. This is Leonardo da Vinci's picture. He is a great Renaissance figure. He is renowned in the domain of science, painting, Mona Lisa's painting, and in many other domains. He invented parachute, tank, and many other scientific systems. He was expert in so many domains. Okay, questions with auxiliary verbs. Is this a pen? Do you play cricket? Will you write a research paper? All these are questions, but they are not research questions. The reason is their answer is yes or no. If a question has the answer yes or no, that is not a research question. That is just a question, as we ask questions in our daily life. Look at WH questions. Those questions which start with WH words like what, when, where, why, how, which, or why. What is your name? Where do you live? Why do you study linguistics? All these are questions with WH questions, but still they are not research questions. Simultaneously, I'm saying that a research question must start with WH words. You must be thinking here that at one side our teacher says that a research question should start with WH. And now here, three examples have been given in this slide, but again he says that these are not research questions. One thing is missing. One condition is that the research question should start with WH words. Second condition is that there must be variables. In these questions, there is no variable, or there is single variable, you can say, but not two variables. Question is, what is variable? The word vary means change. Able is suffix, that variable is changeable. So those things which can change. Suppose if you increase the quantity of junk food, your obesity will increase. So obesity can be increased, and junk food quantity can be increased or decreased, or obesity can be increased or decreased. So there are two variables. One is junk food and the other is obesity. So both of them are variables. One is independent variable and the other is dependent variable. Independent variable affects others. It causes an effect. It is capable to influence others. For example, junk food. is independent variable. It can change. What can it change? It can change obesity. So obesity is depending on the quantity of junk food. Okay, now I give you some other examples and we move forward. Research questions and philosophy. Philosophy is the study of knowledge, wisdom. There are three main aspects of philosophy. One is positivism. Here I have tried to simplify the things, though they are very long, and uh, even then students are confused. I have made some my own key terms to understand them. Positivism. Look at the color coding. It is very important. Positivism, POS is in red color, and experience and reasoning. So positivism means knowledge with experience and reasoning is truthful. Basically, we get knowledge through our experience. We put our hand in a burning water and we say that boiling water burns. This knowledge has been gotten through experience or reasoning. Reasoning means there is a connection of logic. So positivism, and I have made a short word, pos possessor means positivism means a knowledge which has been gained through experience and reasoning. Epistemology, I have made a short word ik. Epistemology e have been taken and from knowledge k has been taken. So epistemology is knowledge, nature, origin and scope of knowledge. Basically epistemology is knowledge. Ontology is reality of knowledge. I have written the word or. O is referring to ontology. R is referring to reality of knowledge, existence, being. It includes the questions of how entities are grouped into basic categories, how we classify things like vertebrates or invertebrates. There are two main classifications. So they fall in the domain of ontology. Okay, now what's the relationship of philosophy with research questions? Look at those questions which start with how, they deal with epistemology. Those questions which deal with what, they are referring to ontology. Another is how and why. How and why questions are referring to epistemology, and what, those questions which start with what, they are referring to ontology. So uh, in a nutshell, your research questions should have variables. They should start with WH, especially how, why, and what. In this way, they will cover these philosophical domains. Some examples of research questions. I'm giving you real example. Different boards have approved. These examples have been taken from my PhD dissertation. First of all, topic. Try to understand one very important and significant point. Basically, there should be topic, thesis topic or research paper topic. Then you should know about your theory too, and then topic and theory should relate with each other while you are making research questions. I'm repeating the same thing again due to its significance, that your topic as well as your theory leads you towards making your research questions. Then your research questions lead to your methodology. How does text mining summary discover stylometric features from intermediate English textbook? Look at this example. Text mining summary. This is independent variable. What will it discover? Stylometric features. This is dependent variable. So there are two variables and question has been started with how. How does an interactive word cloud or Cirrus reveal major themes and characters from intermediate English textbooks? Look at. Here is word cloud is independent variable. What will it reveal? Major themes and characters. This is dependent variable. Now we move forward. What types of collocation patterns slash n-grams have been unveiled to extract the standard phraseology with its parts of speech? So independent variable is uh, uh, we will use, sorry, here try to understand collocation patterns. This is one variable, and these collocation patterns will lead to standard phraseology. This is second variable. How do knowledge graphs present the interrelationship of various key themes and characters for digital hermeneutics? Here, knowledge graphs is independent variable and it is showing interrelationship of themes and characters. This is dependent variable. And the purpose of this research is for finding digital hermeneutics. How does the context of certain ambiguous words disambiguate the word sense by showing interactive bidirectional context? Here, context is of certain ambiguous words. This is independent variable, and disambiguation of word sense is dependent variable. So in your research question, WH words should be used. Secondly, there should be two variables. If there are not two variables, it means this is not a research question. So move forward. I share with you my another MPhil work. My thesis topic was semiotic analysis of print media advertisements. Primary research question. We also write in this way that one is primary research question and 2, 3, 4, 5 are subsidiary research questions. Primary research question says, which semantic interpretations of features of certain ads do make them symbolic piece of art? Interpretations of ads is independent variable, and dependent variable is its a symbolic piece of art. So there are two variables. Subsidiary research questions show how are meanings of brand name interpreted in certain ads. So meanings of brand names and their interpretation in ads. What are the meanings of text or slogan of certain ads? What are the semantic interpretations of rhetoric of image or photograph in particular ads? So semantic interpretations is independent variable, and images or photographs are dependent variables. How do coded iconic themes or monograms or company logos transmit the multidimensional meanings? So here two things are being searched that coded iconic themes are one variable, and multidimensional meanings of logos, this is another another variable. So two variables are present and the question has been raised with the help of WH words. Another is thesis topic is decoding gender biases in English textbooks at primary level. Primary research question is, to what extent gender disparities in socio-cultural settings are delineated in English textbook at primary level? So here gender disparities, this is one variable, and their presence delineation mean writing them in English textbooks. Subsidiary research questions are, in which parts of the textbook imbalance in gender depiction is presented in English textbook? So imbalance in gender proportion in textbook. So why is unreal picture of gender portrayed in the English textbooks? Here reason is being explored, the reason of this situation. So I think I will just conclude the whole lecture that in your research question they must start from WH words, number one. Number two, there must be two variables, and And these research questions will determine your type of data, that is it qualitative or quantitative, or is there mixed method research. Basically your research questions lead your research methodology. So there is a strong link of your topic, your theory, as well as your research questions. These three things should be aligned with one another. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Thank you so much.